The 5 lights are coming on for the Spanish Grand Prix. Round number 8 of the season is underway now. Pedal to the metal we go. Cookie off the line. He will cover off Scyther very well, but the battle is for second place to try to cover it off. The Aston gets shoved to the grass. That's between Cam and the Chiller, but now Cookie has a comfortable lead as now Scyther and Reese go side by side at turn number 2, and into turn number 3 they will remain side by side. Yellow flags further on back. It's Zatsy involved in some melee, and cars are spinning. TB, Jack, the 2 around, but now Scyther's trying to hold on for second place. Reese dives it up the inside, and Reese goes through. Reese with a big lunge. It pays off massively to make it Red Bull 1-2, but Scyther back down the inside, and it's still not up between these two. It's side by side for second and third, which also could become the podium places soon, with Cam up to 4th, Minico 5th, Andrea 6th, and Florian 7th, but trouble at the back of the field for George, who's lagged out. Tadpole's lost tons of time to the pack of cars there. TB, Jack, and Zatsy, the 3 who got caught out most on lap 1 trouble.
But Cookie, coming across the line to kick off lap number 1, leads the charge almost a second clear of Reese, with Scyther in pursuit, turning in 3rd. Right now, Minico also in the 5th place spot, doing good for him. Right behind his teammate, going down the inside against Florian. The Chiller up in P7, and Be Good cleared FRC Nice. Be Good, by the way, started in P20. He's now up to P9 in just over a lap. Another driver that's gone through a lot of his battery, the Chiller as well, and Cam's gone around.
Cam in trouble, and it comes at turn number 5, and he re-enters almost in the path of Tadpole, but he's back there with his teammate and TB and Jack. Andrea has DRS applied on the main straight, following Minico, the 2 highest runners on hards of the 5. He almost gives him a little tap there at turn number 1, but further on back, it's Tadpole making the move on Zakaria. He clips the curb and almost goes into him. He may have just had a bit of front wing come off right there if he wasn't careful with that, because now he's got the other Ferrari that we're mentioning, since we mentioned George, of Cam, trying to take this one on the inside line. Battery being applied, diving it up the inside and taking the place, and now collision.
I wonder if that was netcode, because there was a little bit of a buffer space between Cam and Tadpole.
For what's going to be 14 places already. If he could just make it stick, he's now through. And next target will be Andrea and his teammate, Minico. Academy teammate for Be Good, but teammate for the Chiller. And now a spinner, Cam around again. Safety car.
Yeah, Cam into the wall. And he's done.
Oh.
Cam got stuck, tried to reverse, but because he was in the white line of the pit exit, Cam has been disqualified from the event.
As we go on to lap number 8 of this race, with the green flag waving, moves trying to be made from Cookie already. Here he comes on J&T. The move is made from him. Reese also trying to make moves on Shanghai. These moves need to be made immediately. Be Good in the background as well. Reese gets the move done. Next is Minico around the outside of the Academy teammate. He's going to try at turn number 2. How about that? That was absolutely ballsy. Now it's Be Good getting Zatsy, and Be Good's boxed in from the teammate. Spinner, it's Jackster, but Be Good going up 2 more places on the restart. He's had an insane start. Cookie also getting an insane restart. 2 places. Zatsy and Shanghai both get to pit, so we'll watch out for them in terms of how they cause a blockage here, because Bourbon has already pitted. He's going around the outside now of the Williams. Now the Aston going around the outside of the Mercedes. TB is going ahead because the Chiller was boxed in right there, and the Chiller still boxed in from the Academy teammate. 3 different cars, same Academy. Now Cookie taking off Andrea, second place in this race, around the outside. He's going to try to do this the long way around, and can he pull it off? Andrea's on hards, Cookie's on mediums. Cookie does pull it off, and next target becomes the race leader. The action still not stopping. J&T sliding because of contact with Minico. Bourbon and Zatsy side by side. Zakaria battling George at the back of the field. It's everywhere you go with action.
Yeah, no matter where you're looking, you just see fights happening everywhere and everything, as Reese goes down the inside of Knights to get himself into 5th place, and Be Good does the same thing with G&T to put himself in the 8th place.
Oh, big race down to turn one. The Chiller hops the curb and almost goes into Zatsy. Zatsy getting squeezed right there, and Jack can't find no way through. That would have been treacherous for him. And now Miniko for P6 on FRC Knights will take over 6th place. That is net P3 looking for a first podium now. TB and Bourbon also racing wheel to wheel, but up in front of that, 2 Academy teammates play it safe with Reese and Florian. Florian now hopefully going to play a big favor to Reese. Reese will need that. It's currently a net P1 and P2 for Red Bull, as now Cookie tries to take on our race leader. It's still not stopping because Jack Miles is ahead of Zatsy. And for the lead, here comes Cookie pulling out to the outside line. Now going to pull a cutback. It's going to work for him. Side-by-side action still. These two who collided in Monaco for the race lead, but have much respect once more. Move is made then and there. Florian and Miniko side by side at the penultimate corner. Usually don't see that. Miniko switchback inside. He threatened him. And now the DRS applied. Reese Dainty with Andrea. Further on back, Be Good was making some moves. But now Miniko is up to P5. Andrea back down a place. Spinner. It's Zatsy. Sorry, it's Shanghai. But now J&T just in behind TB. He'll have to negotiate his way through as well. He's one who's not stopped. Be Good has stopped, and he's passing Florian now.
Yeah, Be Good is just really putting a stomping on here as he gets his way back up into 6th place.
So Jack Miles just sitting in behind these two, and now the Chiller collides with Florian, and Jack makes him go out of the race, and now the Chiller's been off as well from that. That was absolutely catastrophic from the Chiller. I don't know what he was doing going late in the brakes. I don't know if he was trying to avoid hitting him, but the Chiller got collected, Jack got collected, and Florian, the worst off of that. He's out of this race as Bourbon now gets Andrea.
And Cookie will extend his championship lead over Scyther, and George just cleared Bourbon to get himself into P8. Now, this is another driver we haven't talked about in a long time. George had internet problems since Q3, but it seems that the internet problems has completely fizzled out, and he is all good to go, and now he is back in the points.
Depending on how he's played the cards. Race in the main straight, TB and Scyther. TB going through on Scyther. George sets the fastest lap for Ferrari, but TB makes the move stick, and he is now just behind Reese Dainty, who comes out on softs. This is the race now for 2nd place. Be Good comes out as well on softs, further on back behind, but a part of this train for a podium now is Miniko. Miniko will have to stay behind. Scyther also following TB at turn 1. This is the battle now for the podium. Scyther and TB. TB scored points every round this season. Scyther, can't say the same about him. He's missed a race. Bourbon ahead of DeChiller now. Tadpole also trying to still duke it out with Miniko, but Miniko takes over P5 and right now is on for a good finish, but goes wide. And that could have been race ending, but it wasn't. His teammate now, DeChiller, is battling for P11, and he races wheel to wheel with Andrea, who takes him on. DeChiller, just like Tadpole, may have to pit soon here.
And literally Be Good right up the back, right up the exhaust of Scyther. But Scyther pours on that raw speed against TB, and he gets it done. Scyther back up in the 3rd place.
Further behind, Andrea has DRS down the main straight on Bourbon and is now trying to take that on the main straight, but that's closer for 3rd place now. We got to go back to that. Be Good is falling behind TB, but he can't make the move until turn 4 where he dives it up the inside, and on those fresher soft tires, he will be P4 once again and trying to go for one spot better. A first podium is on the cards here for Be Good, up 16 places now.
As Be Good tries to send it down the inside against Scyther, slingshots it down, and he can get it for now, but can he hold it? Scyther with a switchback, trying to get the place back, just can't seem to get it done. Be Good overtakes Scyther, gets himself into the podium place. 17 spots since the start.
That is insane, and following the dirty air in the final corner is a bit tricky for Scyther, but he's not going to back down from it. He wants to go for the move, and he's going to go for the move now. Slingshot engaged, and now through into third place once again. It is now the driver who's won most around the circuit. It's Scyther. And speaking of that, Be Good's going to try to go back for it. Turn 3, better grip around this corner. Scyther's going to get the squeeze, but not for long, because Be Good will still keep it down the inside. And now goes too deep. Scyther takes advantage, and there's a little bit of a pinch right there. More contact, more banging. Be Good down the inside. Minico's there to pounce on TB. Be Good squeezes Scyther to the curb. And he got a warning for it too. And now TB's through on Minico. Here goes Be Good again. More overspeed at turn number 9 right there allows him to close up, and Scyther wiggles. Scyther goes wide, and then now compromises Be Good, and TB goes through on both of them. But now Scyther up the track. He's caught in the middle. TB now banging with Scyther, and now he's got a penalty.
I was on board with Be Good. Be Good gave Scyther a little bump and run. Tried to do a bump and run on Scyther, which then had Scyther clip off of TB. Well, here we go again. The war between these two.
Minico side by side with Be Good. They almost come to collision. Similar to last season with George and Crispy. Minico off. Andrea and Bourbon both get P9 and P10 because George is having issues once again. I don't believe he's in the session any longer.
No,
so
he
now
isn't.
we start the final lap. Here is Scyther with DRS on TB. He wants to get this move done in case he appeals that penalty, but TB is lagging, so that's a little bit of a mistake for him. But here goes Scyther. Scyther on the move, inside line, side by side at turn 1, nearly a collision. Scyther has to be careful. He now has Be Good there for company. This is still not over, and Be Good just pushing him through turn 3. TB, a little bit unpredictable. You can now see the lag visible on stream rather than me just watching Scyther's screen, but now he can't get him by turn 4. And Jack Miles and Minico still have a battle for P6 ongoing. Cookie to the final sector now. Here he comes. Cookie has won from pole 5 times previously. He's gonna win from it a 6th time today and adds another one to the list. Cookie wins in Spain. He does it by a staggering 10 plus seconds, and Reese will make it a Red Bull 1-2, his best finish of the season. Congrats to Reese for 2nd place. The battle still goes on for 3rd place. TB gets it on track, but Scyther will hold on over Be Good, and Be Good comes up just short of a podium once again for what is the 3rd time now. Tadpole, the one who holds that record for 4th place finishes, now comes home P8, realizing he's going to have that tied with Be Good. Andrea on debut comes home for P9, Bourbon P10, Jack Miles, by the way, we didn't mention he was P7, just behind Minico, P6, J&T outside the points, and they still race onwards behind that for other spots outside the points. They could get promoted if anything happens to others inside the points due to any penalties from the stewards. George fell down to P16. Not the way he would have wanted to end. The most places gained, though, was Be Good. 16 spots from last, a qualifying ban.
If you would like to check out the final race results, driver standings, constructor standings, and much more, head over to our socials. RPL Formula 1. No spaces. If you would like to check out the upcoming races in the near future, head over to our Twitch. The username is the same. We hope to see you there.